Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Wednesday morning. You're halfway through the week. You're like, hallelujah. Let me get my coffee. Hold on. Hallelujah. Anyway, yay. So you're halfway through the week. It is Wednesday. I hope you guys are doing great today. Julie Hamilton here. Good to see you. Life Builders, simple tips to build a strong and healthy life on. It's what we're doing every day, 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30. Hey, good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Sarah. Great to see you guys. All my Sarahs. Where's my Sarah Wood? Come on, Sarah. Where are you? Good to see you guys. So we have a phenomenal guest tomorrow. I'm going to tell you who it is in just a second. But this morning I was thinking about all the things that she is. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, Jody. I was thinking about all the things that our guest tomorrow is. And I was thinking what her superpowers are. Hey, there's Rose. What's up? I always want to say Patrick. I know it's not right. And her superpowers are so many. They are like, she's a serial entrepreneur. She is intelligent, she's smart, she is motivating, she moves groups of people. Good morning, Judy, great to see you. She's just somebody that you want to know. She's that kind of person that we don't talk very often, but when we do sit down, it's like you feel like you have that kindred spirit. Good morning, Jody. And so I want you guys to come. It's going to be tomorrow at 11. I know it's unusual. It's a Thursday at 11 o'clock, but it's going to be, our special guest is going to be Dezerai Seitzer. How many of you guys know Dezerai? She is a mover and a shaker. She's awesome. So she's going to be coming with us tomorrow. A little bit what we're going to be talking about is entrepreneurship. She's on her third business right now. I want to talk with her a little bit about that. Also about failures and how they prepare you, and also planning. And I love her and Jared have really worked on their life goals and how to carry those out in the way that works for them. And I love that. So we're going to talk a little bit about those things. I hope you'll join us tomorrow at 11. So today we're talking about how your greatest strength becomes your biggest weakness. So take out a piece of paper right now, and I want you to, hold on, I forgot to tell you something. Okay, do this and then I'll tell you the story. So on the piece of paper, I want you to write what your greatest strength is. On one side of the paper, just big bold letters, write what your greatest strength is. Think about it. And I want to tell you a story. When I was little, I was in first grade, and I liked butter, but not like butter on rolls or butter on, toast or something. I just like to eat butter. And so I don't know, I guess I just thought it tasted good. So what I would do is I would sneak in the fridge and I would take 3 little fingers and I would drag them all the way down the stick of butter and I would lick my fingers, right? That's fantastic for everybody else in the family that has had my fingerprints and my disgusting licked fingers in there. I'm sure my parents did not love that. But my parents told me, Julie, if you keep eating the butter, you're going to be in trouble. And so I was like, I was thinking I was being so sneaky because I was like 7. So I did it. I disobeyed and I went, of course they can tell. You know how us parents are. We know. So my parents said, okay, Julie, you disobeyed us, and now I want you to eat a stick of butter. I'm not kidding. So I had to eat a stick of butter, but they didn't make me finish the whole stick because I got really sick. But do you know what, can I tell you, I'm 42 and it's just been a few years ago that I started eating butter again because too much of the butter left a terrible taste and a terrible feeling in my heart because I had to eat all that butter. I probably ate like half a stick or something, but it was too much of something that I really loved. And so it really scarred me for a long time. And then I obviously did not learn my lesson because a few years later, I did the same thing with watermelon. I was probably, 9 or 10. I ate an entire half of a watermelon. And this is in Texas, you guys. It's not those dinky, little watermelons. I'm talking about huge watermelons. I ate an entire half of a watermelon. I was so sick because I loved watermelon and it's so good. You put a little salt on there and it's delicious and cold in the summer. But you know what happened? It took me forever to eat watermelon again because I got so sick from eating too much watermelon. So you guys have probably, hopefully by now, thought of your greatest attribute. So tell me what it is. What's your strength? I want you to write it down. Sarah, your sister did the same thing. I know. Nah. So what's your greatest strength? For me, I would say one of my greatest strengths is enthusiasm. And that's probably the same for Livy. Like, that's one of her greatest strengths. Okay, so enthusiasm, your strength could be mercy, your strength could be ideas, your strength could be being strong, your strength could be athletics. Like, there's so many things that your strength could be. So I want you to really think about that and write it down, and I would love to hear what it is. Then when you're done, encouragement. Yes, you are fantastic at that. You are the best at that. I know, I feel so encouraged by you all the time. And yeah, that's a good one. And everybody else, let me know what they are, because I want to hear what they are. This lady is like walking back and forth in front of my house, and I don't know why. This is weird. Allergic to negativity. That's good. You don't have to take allergy pills for that. But on the opposite side of your paper, what I want you to do is, I want you to flip that paper over, and I want you to write down what happens when you get too much of that thing. So for me, my strength is probably enthusiasm, but it turns into my biggest weakness when it becomes impatience. Okay, so when I get impatient about people not being as excited about I am as things, or I get impatient about, like, I'm excited, I want to do them now, and I get impatient. So I see that particularly in myself, and then also in my daughter, because we have the same kind of strengths and weaknesses. And I'm telling you, she'll ask me like 500 times the same, are we gonna do this? 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 I'm like, oh my gosh, if you ask me one more time, we are not doing it. But it's because she's excited about it, she's enthusiastic, but it can quickly turn into impatience. So for encouragement, if your strength is encouragement, if it's overused too much and you're, oh, I gotta sneeze, hold on, sorry. Anyway, and it could turn into the place where people don't feel like they're being heard because you're encouraging them so much, and you want to encourage that they don't feel like they're being heard if they're having a hard day. Structure, good one, Sarah, that is excellent. That's such a great skill to have. But on the flip side, if it's exaggerated too much, then it could turn into not being flexible, right? It could turn into being rigid. So good morning, Kristen. Good morning, Ashley. Just saw you guys pop in. So we're talking about, that is one way that your greatest strength can become your biggest weakness. And we have to know that so that we can moderate. It's like all things in moderation, right? So we have to know how to moderate that strength to keep it a strength and keep it from flipping over to becoming a weakness in our personality. So I just encourage you today to look at those things, and whatever it is that you see that's your strength, just make sure you're not taking it way over the edge to turn it into a negative. For me, that means I have to make sure that I am learning to be patient. I am learning to walk at the pace of grace. Flip side, demanding. Yes, that is a good one. That's a great word for that. And so anyway, that's it for today. Just bringing something to your attention to give you something to think about. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Join us at 11 tomorrow. We'll have Dezerai Seitzer on here. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so inspiring. She's so encouraging. I love you guys. Hope you have an awesome, blessed day today. And I just want to give a shout out to Kyle if you're on. I saw you logged in, and I saw all the mean things that kids said to you as a teacher. And I just want to say to you and all the teachers today that you are none of those things, that you are making a difference. And you go out there, all of you teachers, go out there and just love, and don't let those things, they're not true, the things that the kids say about you. And so many of them are probably saying them out of hurts and woundings and all those kinds of things. And I just want you to know that you're doing a good job. And I really appreciate the job that you teachers are doing out there in the world. It's hard. It's really hard. And don't let it get to you, because you're doing a good job. Keep up the faith. It's going to be awesome. Good morning, sunshine. I saw Jessica. Yeah, Rose. All right. Love you guys. Bye.